My daughter was just under a year old when John and I dreamt up the idea to open Long Road. My son was only about 2 weeks old when we opened our doors in 2015 to the distillery. My kids and my business, they've grown over the past few years, but I can't help but point out the similarities between opening a new business and raising kids for the first time. Both cost a great deal of money. They give me a lot of anxiety. They keep me up late at night for different reasons, obviously, but ultimately they both give me a great sense of pride and purpose, and they both have ended up being my family.
Throughout school, I was in the path to failing out. I didn't have a positive outlook for the future. That changed when a teacher saw in me the talent and potential I couldn't see in myself. I realized how encouragement and support and validation can alter the course of someone's life. And so when that student comes into my office who's lost and asking me what do I do with my life, I bestow upon them the same gifts that were given to me: encouragement, validation, and support. Because when I see that spark of hope illuminate their path, I ignite their passion when they find a way to unite the will of the spirit to the work of the flesh, and knowing I was a small part of that journey, I'm reminded of what my purpose is and why I'm here.
I'm just so thankful to live, work, and play in Grand Rapids in West Michigan. Having grown up here, it's been amazing to see the renaissance that the town has gone through over the years, and just all the amazing venues and restaurants and activities we have now that we certainly didn't have when I was growing up. I also just love the opportunity to be involved in this community, whether it means sitting on different boards or going to fantastic events or trying a new spot. It's just so wonderful to live and play in Grand Rapids and West Michigan as a whole.
To me, the 40 Under 40 is a recognition not just of the individual recipients, but of the organizations that we represent. In my case, organizations like Varnum, the Hispanic Chamber, the Symphony, the Ballet, the Graham, all organizations that are heavily invested in our community. But it's also a challenge. It's a responsibility on us as business leaders to become change agents, to empower economic development, to address the social and racial inequalities that exist in our community still today, and to identify and invest in our future leaders and impress on them the importance of becoming community trustees.
So when I think about leaders and leadership, I think about all of the different people who have impacted my life in some way and taught me to be a leader. From my parents, my family, my friends, my colleagues, my bosses, my mentors, coaches, and peers, everyone has taught me something about being a leader, being inspirational to others, putting others before yourself, setting an example, and leading with a sense of humor, having fun in the work that you do, and doing it with a purpose, doing the right thing. And as I look back at this, I can't help but think, how am I being an inspirational leader? Whose life am I impacting?
The family business was founded in 1979. Today, we're made up of over 525 hospitality professionals that are absolutely energized by providing a great guest experience. My passion comes from when our team exceeds our guests' expectations, and I'm just truly honored to have such a great group of people to work with every day. We are working on a lot of different growth and being a pioneer in the industry with cutting-edge designs and products, and just growing within the greater West Michigan area.
I became a lawyer largely due to my upbringing. My earliest memories were living with my mom and my 3 brothers in a relative's basement. My mom was waiting tables to provide for us, and my dad was never around. He was a heroin addict, a convicted felon who ended up dying from his drug addiction. I look at his life and know, but for the grace and love of God coming into my life, that would have been my story. Instead, God gave me a passion to go to law school, a passion for justice, particularly for people who were vulnerable like I'd experienced growing up. I believe in order to be an effective leader, you have to be authentic, you have to be real. I've heard it said that people will follow a leader who is real over a leader who is right and dead.
I am a litigator, a trained advocate. I thus have the privilege to provide a voice to so many companies within our community, organizations that are innovative and selfless. But I'm also humbled to be part of the Grand Rapids community, a community that's bursting with civil justice organizations, those that want to provide a voice to the underrepresented, or those who just simply don't have a voice of their own. My involvement in those organizations allows me to be an advocate on behalf of everyone within our community, and for that, I am deeply honored.
Special thanks to the Grand Rapids Business Journal for this honor. I want to thank my family, my friends, and my community. Grand Rapids is a wonderful place to be. I believe in its potential. I think that we're well on our way. We just need to embrace people from different backgrounds and different ways of life. At this point, I'm supposed to say something inspirational, but I don't know. So for the rest of these 40 seconds, I'm just gonna smile and look good. That was awkward. Keep that one. That's it. That's the one. That's the one.